Ooh.
Okay, we already know what type of day this is gonna be.
Already rolling low.
I think the rule is we had to pick a dice set when we started days.
I was gonna say, we had some issues with that last time, didn't we?
Yeah.
Last week couldn't roll above a 10 for half the session.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to get rid of the low ones right now.
Get out, Mark.
You know, unfortunately, I don't think statistics, probability, and random number generators work quite that way. But
yeah, but I should have waited because if you look at my top set at the 20 I just rolled, it was 10, 6, 19, 3, 20, 18, 13, 15, 15, 18. That's a good set. Then the second set went downhill from there.
Yep. All right, so you guys are, like I said, getting close to the 2/3 of the way mark. So forgot to do this. Oh no. That's what the problem is. Lyric is behind. Lyric needs to level up. But the rest of you are good. All right. So you guys are currently smuggling a golden stag in your wagon. Not quite sure what you're going to do when it comes time for your next performance, but that'll be interesting.
I don't know what you're talking about, smuggling. I don't like that term. I prefer the term rescuing.
Sure.
Do we know the stag's name, by the way? Did we get a name, or do we not know its name yet?
We did, but I forgot. Because it's actually the elf.
It is an elf, but I don't think you ever asked his name, and I never gave him one.
Okay. I was looking back at my notes going like, did we get his name? And
we can just call him Buck.
Buck, like that.
Okay. There you go. If you need a name for him, there's your name for him.
Oh, I like it.
I love when you write things out for us.
Yeah.
I try and do names, especially because, one, then I don't have to figure out how to pronounce it. And
They
two,
always come up with the craziest name.
Fantasy names suck when it comes to pronunciations. Yes, but two, that way you at least know what the spelling is for your notes.
Yes.
My notes
It's
appreciate it.
appreciated.
Yeah.
So the elf's name is Ellen.
The share.
He would prefer share, but
Share it is.
you're gonna shorten it.
Ellen Share.
Alon share.
Alon Share. Okay, I like it.
I've got your name.
All right, so you guys are getting close to the city of Daggerford when you notice a couple of eagles circling above your caravan. Everyone, please make me a nature check.
Ooh. Well,
I don't have my thing up yet.
oh,
Of course, the bird would.
dang.
The bird knows his birds.
Yeah.
Bird,
All right.
bird.
Nightshade and Celeste, at the moment it begins to happen, you realize that's no eagle.
There are vultures.
No.
Yeah, okay.
They are Terrians.
Yeah, vultures are carrion.
No,
Carrion
not carrion. Terrian.
Oh,
Ooh.
Perry.
Oh,
Oh, they're pretty.
Periton. I always call them peritons.
Yeah. I guess I've got pterodactyl and pteranodon in my head from Chult. The P being silent. But yes. So you two recognize that these are not eagles. These are Parians, Peritons, whatever.
Yes, evil, heart-eating monsters.
Oh no.
Yes. But it loves humanoids. And it loves ripping their hearts out and eating them.
That's not nice.
Problematic.
No. You guys both know that while generally they tend to find certain creatures and will eat just about anything, both Nightshade and Celeste, you know that it's mating season and they need a fresh humanoid heart to lay their eggs. So,
That's their version of the blue pill.
something like that, yes. So, these two Peritons come swooping down. Please roll initiative. All right. So, Neferia, you are surprised because you are not expecting these creatures to drop on you. You instead thought they were a couple of eagles that would probably stay away.
Mm-hmm.
So, the way surprise works is, for this round, you do not get any of your normal actions. However, when your turn comes up, you do gain your reactions.
Oh.
So, for example, if they were to attack you now, so that you've had your turn, you would be able to use Hellish Rebuke. If they had attacked you before your turn, you wouldn't be able to react in any way.
Okay. Gotcha.
So, you now have any reactions that you may wish to use, but they are going to drop down. I'm guessing Nightshade, you are flying around. Suspicious, are you flying as well? Suspicious?
I'm sorry about that. What?
Are you flying?
Distracted. Yes.
Okay. So the first one will target you. And it will dive, attack you, and fly about 20 feet out of away from you as it flies by. So these have what's known as flyby attack, which means you guys do not get attacks of opportunity while they're flying past you. So first it will try and stab you with its horns. That hits. And then it will try and rake its talons across you as it continues past. That also hits.
No.
So total of 17 points of damage to Suspicious. And then it flies about 20 feet past you. The second one, Nightshade, you are flying, correct?
Sure.
Okay, so it will attack Nightshade.
Woo.
That one misses. That one hits. And it is diving hard and fast to deal extra damage. So 20 points of damage to Nightshade.
Oh my god.
Suspicious. It is your turn.
Now, do I want to get them or should I just shoot?
That's up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot.
So if you stay in place, you can steady aim and give yourself advantage, so you get sneak attack.
Okay, I'm gonna stay in place.
Okay. Make sure you check the advantage. And which one are you attacking? Well, never mind.
Either way, I miss. So.
You're apparently attacking that tree over there that looked at you funny earlier.
Nah, it was that feather he dropped that I mistook for him.
Ah, okay. Celeste.
All right. I'm gonna try to hit one
Okay.
with my new longbow. Oh, there it goes.
Nice.
Hey.
It hits.
And since it's the first round, I do the Dread Ambusher.
Yep. Solid. That also hits.
Oh, I did the
Oh,
longbow, but okay.
Make sure you roll with the right version of the longbow for your damage. You shorted yourself some damage on that one.
Yeah, I guess I need to unequip the other one. That's
Yeah, that might make it a little easier. Okay, so that first
Or
one
just
is
transfer
critically
it to
wounded.
me.
Yeah, you could give it to Nightshade if you wanted to. All right, is that everything for you, Celeste?
Yep.
All right, Nightshade, now it's your turn.
All right, how far away is that one?
The second one, it flew about 20 feet past you.
That's the one. The second one's the one that did it.
Yep.
All right. Well, it flew past me. I'll come up behind it, and then I'll thwap it one
Just one?
or two or three.
1 or 2 or 3 or 10. You got him targeted. Go for it. That is a hit.
Nice. Woo!
All right, flurry of.
Woo!
All right, so you punch this thing a whole bunch, and it doesn't seem to take as much damage as you thought it would. And for those of you that are a bit newer, that is my way of saying if it doesn't take as much damage as you thought, that means it had some kind of resistance to the damage.
Oh no.
Ah, Lyric has joined us as well. Very good, sir. Is that everything for you, Nightshade?
Yep.
Alrighty. So, Merlin, you did not make the check, I believe, to identify. Yep. So you are surprised this round, so you have your reactions.
Oh, dang. Okay. But they haven't attacked me, so I can't actually do anything, right?
Correct. They seem
Okay.
to be focusing on your 2 flying party members since they're up there and easier to get at rather than
Fair.
having to attack things on the ground.
Okay. Well, then I'll just hit next.
All right. Lyric, if you want to go ahead and roll initiative when you get a moment.
Oh, I did. I just rolled the dice. Sorry about that.
You're good.
Lyric. Come on. Initiative.
All right. So you
How
were
about
surprised.
that?
Yep, you were surprised this round as well. So you have your reactions back, but no actions this turn. Neferia, it is now your turn. You've got full actions. You can do whatever you wish to do.
How far are they from me?
They're about 30 feet in the air and probably 20 feet away from where you're standing.
Okay, so I could still sacred flame them.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure there. Okay, so I'm going to go after this number 2 one. Did that actually... perfect. Let's
Got
see
it.
here. Yep.
And it did not make it save.
Ooh.
Yay!
Burn!
Yeah.
Burn in righteous fire.
Fire, fire, fire. And, Suspicious and Nightshade, you're both injured. Who
This
of you?
final flesh would.
Okay, you guys are okay for the moment?
I mean, define okay.
Yeah. Because I can...
Yeah, I always forget because of the first round that I'm playing the monk.
Okay, yeah. Oh, hold on, because I just remembered. Oh, yeah, I've already cast the spell, so I can't bonus, right? As a healer.
If it is a bonus action spell like Healing Word, you can.
Oh, okay.
Because you only used a cantrip. If you'd used a leveled spell, then you wouldn't be able to do a second leveled spell.
Gotcha.
So if you would like to Healing Word somebody, you can.
Yeah, so I will go ahead and do Suspicious. I'll do Healing Word on you. How do I blank out my targets? Can I do it from the map, even though we're not on the map?
Just control
Oh, there
click. Yeah. You still got the Tarion selected, but okay. Yeah. For most stuff, if you just drop like heals and that on your character, on the target, on the combat tracker of the map, it'll do it to them regardless of what your target is.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Yep. All right. So the first one wheels around, comes flying back, or attacks Suspicious and flying around. No, you didn't move up to him. So yeah, he flies back past you, attacks on his way past. First attack is a miss, and then the talons is also a miss.
Ooh.
And he is now about 40 feet the opposite direction from you, Suspicious. For Nightshade, he's going to attack. A 16 hits.
I will deflect that.
Okay.
I forgot to do that last.
Yep. So 7. All right. So you fully deflect.
And since hold on a second, just a minute. All right, I'm going to spend 1 focus point, and I'm going to deflect the attack back at him.
Okay.
Basically using his momentum, and
Whoops.
Hold on a
Sorry about
second.
that.
Do you need to make it a roll on that?
That's what I'm looking. Is the new
Yep.
one that says if you reduce the damage to 0, you expend 1 focus point to redirect some of the attacks 4. If you do so, choose a creature you can see within 5 feet of yourself. The attack was a melee or a creature that you can see within 60 feet. That creature must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take damage equal to 2 rolls of your martial arts die.
Okay. So let's see.
See, I still have it selected, right? So I should just hit cast.
That is a 17 to dodge out of the way. Which I believe beats your current
13.
say, DC. Okay. So that is first attack. Right. Missed. Second attack. Misses. Suspicious. It is your turn.
Okay. Oh, I forgot. Well, either way, I missed. So
Celeste? You-
Okay.
Suspicious. If you're not moving, you roll with advantage using steady aim if that's what you're doing.
yeah.
So roll that attack one more time.
Oh, okay.
Because steady aim gives you advantage. Then because you have advantage, you can get sneak attack. There you go. Now you hit.
Woo!
Get that guy. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Down he goes. Alright, now it's Celeste's turn.
Okay, I'm still forgetting to. I'm gonna do the hunter's mark.
Okay.
Nice.
Somehow I accidentally healed him last round.
I was wondering how he went from wounded to healthy.
Oh, you
Yeah, because when I cast it, because I have him targeted, because I cast my deflect arrows, so it's like as a healing thing on it. That's the way
Okay.
it's set up.
he's good now. Alright. Solid. He's looking rough, but he's still up. Nightshade.
All right, now I will attack him again.
Alright, that hits. Okay.
And I'm going to
Bam.
use a focus point to use necrotic damage on that.
Okay.
Still roll damage plus. So this is the normal damage.
Okay.
And this is my hand to harm.
Okay. Yep.
I guess it. Okay, I guess it was supposed to be.
Yep, just roll a d6. Okay,
Nice.
it's dead.
I was gonna heal Nightshade during my turn. Can I just heal him now?
Yep.
Oops, hang on.
Yeah, I keep forgetting on the very first round of combat to do deflect attacks.
Fair.
Oh yeah.
I guess, do we want to harvest some feathers and meat and stuff?
Yes, we do.
Great idea.
All right. Then I'm
So-
going to.
One of you give me a survival check to assess what you can find.
Just a second here. Survival would be
All right.
probably our ranger would probably be best at survival.
Pretend I didn't do that then.
Okay.
And what's the other one? It's
Uh,
an insight investigation.
It would be a dexterity check
So you
for
want me to try to roll, or
the actual harvesting.
I don't know what. Are you the best at survival? I get +5 in survival.
I'm +3, so
All right, I'll do survival check. You do the dexterity check.
All right.
And what we're going to harvest feathers and what?
that's good.
Feathers and
the heart.
meat is what you
I don't know
guys
if I wanna
said.
eat this. I don't know if I want to eat this thing.
Tastes like chicken.
Yum.
I'm thinking the heart. Hey, Ben.
Oh yeah, steal their tasty courage.
All right.
So that's 27.
27. You guys will be able to get your the meat and some of the rather colorful plumage. Yes.
Nice.
Well, plumage. I'm gonna start making. So can I get your longbow? The one you're not using.
Yeah, and there's also some on the party sheet already. I don't know if they're to be the same.
Oh, longbow.
Yeah. There's
No, I
6.
guess there are.
Oh man, we still have those dragon eggs.
I kind of had forgotten that we had dragon eggs still until I pulled the party sheet up.
Me too.
All right. So.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Anything else you guys wanted to do with these things?
Do they only come in like flocks of 2, or do we need to be on alert for like a larger flock?
Well, you get those of you who are aware of it realize it's mating season, so this is probably a mating pair. So probably wouldn't have another group right here
Okay.
attacking you guys immediately thereafter.
Fair enough. Definitely keep looking up though.
Look up, look down, look left, look right.
Head on the biggest swivel, like just 360 degrees swivel, everybody.
I see Nefaria getting like some bulb-eyed glasses that like can see the fisheye lens 120 degrees in all
Nobody
directions.
sneaks up on me.
Nobody sneaks up on me, except maybe suspicious.
Yeah.
Still can't see that guy coming sometimes.
Yeah. So damn quiet.
All right. So with that, you guys, the next day, arrive in Daggerford. You notice the Thayan spends a good bit of time in town before returning to chat with the other cultists of the dragon.
Can we sneak up and see if we can overhear them?
Sure, roll me stealth.
I'm getting optimistic now that I've got a different armor. Trying real hard to be optimistic.
Well, suspicious is sneaky.
Yep.
Ooh, good job, Celeste.
So the ginormous hulking dragonborn, nobody's seen them in the past hour. Where did they go? You were supposed to be helping us set up for the show, and where it happened?
The rest of us are like, what dragonborn? We've never seen a dragonborn. Gaslit.
So, you guys are sneaking up on the cultists. Sounds like the Thayan is suggesting that if Zastam were to provide sufficient resources for the ritual required to summon Tiamat, they are planning to guarantee that they will not interfere with the nation of Thay.
Interesting.
Is that all they're saying?
It seems basically like they're just going back and forth debating on what the things that will be supplied is and who will be responsible for what, trying to get guarantees of protection and immunity and stuff like that over or different people, things like that.
Okay.
In addition to the Thayan, who you've learned his name is Asbra Joss, spending some time in town, a gnome joins your party here in Daggerford. Jama Gleamsilver.
Oh, I like this name.
Yes. She seems to be traveling by herself and is just looking for a group to travel with to make sure she makes it all the way to the big city of Waterdeep. Or sorry, Waterdeep. Oh, hold on. My brain just went derp.
Baldur's Gate.
No, you guys just left. You guys left Baldur's Gate. I think you go to Waterdeep or you going to Neverwinter.
I thought we were going to Waterdeep.
Yeah, that's where the wizards are for the.
I thought so too, but then my brain was playing funny tricks on me, saying, "No, it's Neverwinter." I think what the problem is I'd looked further down,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a chapter called Castle Nayantar, which my brain then went Castle Neverember. You know how that goes sometimes.
Yeah,
Friday brain.
I know that. way
Oh,
too
very much so, especially when I've been doing a lot of yard work lately too.
well. Oh, yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, I think I want to introduce myself to Yama and
Okay.
be super
idea.
friendly and welcoming.
All right. So you go over to her, and she kind of turns, looks at you. So, hello.
I'm Nefuria Vexlorn. Who are you? What's your name?
Oh, a talkative one. I see. I guess I'm supposed to respond to this. Yes. Yes. My name is Jama. I am here to travel.
You are here to travel like the rest of us. Where are you traveling?
Heaven help us. She's a simple one. I'm traveling
Red flag.
to the city of Waterdeep, where this whole caravan is going.
You do know I understand what you're saying. I'm just being friendly, right?
Oh! I'm so sorry. Yes. Sorry. Not great with social situations. Yeah. I thought you were just, asking questions that were obvious because you honestly didn't know. Yes.
I get it. Yeah, sometimes I'm not great with social interaction. I was just trying to make a conversation and start the conversation off. But yeah, so we're all going to Waterdeep. And I just noticed you were, by yourself and thought I'd come introduce myself.
Yes. My bosses wanted me to head to Waterdeep, try and figure out what's going on around here, and heard there's been a lot of bandits lately, so need to get some information and get safely to the city.
Oh yeah, we ran into some slavers not that long ago, so I can totally understand it. Well, if you need anything,
Oh,
you're traveling.
what kind of slavers did you run into?
They were.
They were Drow.
Drow, yes. Thank you. Yeah, we ran into Drow, and it got a little close, but we managed to free the slaves that were with them and take care of them.
Nefaria, I want you and you only to roll me a insight or perception check.
Ooh. Let's see, which one do I want to do? They're about even.
All right. Okay. All right. Continue.
Oh dang.
Yeah. No idea what's happening. Yeah, so
She seems to mutter something to herself, but you don't make it out.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely seems like you have to be on your guard around here. So
Yes. So you've been with this caravan for a while then?
yeah, we've been traveling for quite a while, and
And what do you? I see you have a rather flamboyant outfit. What do you do?
yes, well, I am actually part of a group. We are a traveling circus. I don't know how you feel about circus shows, but we perform, and when we have stops, and it looks like we're probably going to uh, perform here soon. Oh my God, she's adorable.
She's awesome.
Yes,
I love her.
that is Jama.
Chibi Jamna. Chibi Jamna.
Um.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
we're
oh.
gonna put
So
on.
so you're entertainers.
Yes, yes, we're
Ah,
entertainers,
yes.
among other things.
I'll bet you've gotten to know some of the other folks quite well.
A little bit. We've definitely been, you're stuck in a caravan for quite a while. You start getting to know other people.
True, true. Um, would it be okay if I asked you some questions so that I don't accidentally offend somebody again?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Okay.
Happy to help.
Um, so just trying to get an idea of who all's here, and she points over to the guy who has all of the barrels on his wagon and stuff like that. What's he selling?
Oh, is this the guy who sells alcohol?
Yes,
Whose name I'm looking for, but yes.
Bed.
Thank you.
Beyd.
Yes. So I'll tell her all about him. Like, yeah, oh, yeah, he provides alcohol, and it's not killed any of us yet. Seems pretty good, and he seems pretty friendly.
Well, the yet part is important.
Yes, but yeah, you never know when you're gonna get that batch of alcohol that will kill you, or somebody tries to. But so far, nobody's.
Has anybody gone blind?
Not that I've noticed from alcohol.
Oh.
We did run into a little bit of a situation with some nasty bit of stuff that caused a bloodshot. So we had a little bit of sight rot, but we were able to fix that.
Oh
And
dear.
Yeah, it seems to be unrelated to the alcohol.
Oh, well, that's good. I've been known to enjoy a drink from time to time, and always nice to know where the good suppliers are.
Yes, he's definitely excellent. And I think he's been with the caravan for a while too. So
he's not trading between cities. He's just selling to the people that are here. Oh, but he loves having you in his caravan, doesn't he?
yes, well, we definitely
The shows you put on probably definitely bring him a lot of business, I would imagine. Are you
Yes.
planning to do a show here tonight in Daggerford?
I believe we are, actually, if you
Ooh.
want to come and see what we do.
I will definitely have to do this. Sounds like a wonderful time. Now, I see the the one that's all green.
Oh, yes. Is it Green Irma?
Yeah.
Yes. So
Actually,
don't
it's IMSA, but yeah.
IMSA. Yes. Okay. IMSA. Don't ask her directly about it. She's very sensitive, but I think she's seeking a wizard or a mage to see if they can help her out. So yeah, just she's a little prickly, but definitely don't ask her about the green thing. I've already made that mistake.
Ah, yeah. She then points to one of the gold dwarves. I see. Well, not so much see, but I could smell something on his wagon as I walked up. It was quite quite aromatic and floral.
Oh, is that the bird dwarf? The guy who has a lot of birds?
No, this is Lay Agnesium. I don't think you've actually talked to him, but he
Oh, okay, yeah.
he keeps to himself, and the big thing you've noticed is he doesn't tend to spend money on anything. But from what you can tell, he is planning to sell cooking oils and perfumes.
Oh, yeah. So I'll let her know what I've kind of noticed of him. And like, if you have a sensitive nose, kind of like me, and I don't even have that sensitive of a nose, but like, just saying, try and avoid his wagon. It gets really aromatic when it's breezy, especially. So don't travel behind him.
Very, very good. All right, looking for character real quick because I thought there was one. She will then point over to another gnome. Who's that delicious looking companion of yours?
Who is she pointing to?
Radicir Pernethium. He is just a traveler with the group, also kind of a loner. Tends to gamble a bit, though.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know that much about him because he's kind of quiet and mysterious, but if you're
Ooh, my
interested, you can always
favorite.
introduce yourself. Yeah. If you like him short and mysterious, then shoot your shot.
Well, I mean, she points. She kind of does the whole look at this. Look at what I'm working with here. I may have to go introduce myself later.
Yeah, if you you can always ask him to our show, and if you need a wing woman, I may not be great at it, but I'm willing to back you up. And then
I'll have to remember that. But it seems like there's a big group of people over there that are whispering with that guy in the red robes. Who is that?
oh yeah, so he is also a bit standoffish, and he's from Thay. And
Well, I think the red robes gave it away. I was more wondering who he was talking to, because I rarely see Thayans talking to non-Thayans.
Yeah. I think I'm totally thinking like, oh, I kind of want to tell her, oh yeah, they're cultists, but I'm kind of afraid to tell her that they're cultists. So yeah, no, they definitely like to hang out in a group, and they seem to have a little bit of I don't know, weird thing happening with them. I don't know entirely what their deal is, but they've been talking quite a bit.
Weird thing. What are they? Well, I mean, they have several wagons, so what are they selling?
They don't actually sell anything.
They don't? Well, what are they carrying around in those wagons then?
Nobody has seen into the wagons, so I can't tell you, unfortunately.
Give me a deception check, please.
I knew that was coming. Okay, not the worst deception check.
Nope. And it is contested, so she believes you.
All right.
Well, do you any of you know one or two of them could possibly introduce me? They seem quite odd. It'd be odd to just walk up and ask them, me being new and all, but if one of you could introduce me, I would really appreciate it.
I think that we've maybe talked to a couple of them, and I think I would like to.
There's at the very least the one that Lyric has charmed.
Yeah. So I think I want to bring her over and introduce her to the party
Okay.
and say, this is Lyric. He's a member of our troupe, and he's gotten to know one of them a little bit, so he might be able to.
She kind of looks Lyric up and down and goes, musical one, I'm guessing, as she looks at the instrument that you're carrying with you.
Indeed.
So is it which? This is a case of chicken and egg. Which one was first? Did the name come first, or did the instrumentation
Actually,
come first?
The name came from my father.
Ah, was he also a bard?
Yes, he was.
Hmm.
Yes, he was. Matter of fact, this is his lute. It
Ah.
means a great deal to me.
And I see we have a feathery bundle of snark over there.
This is Nightshade.
Greedy.
Let me guess. Because his feathers are the color of night. Parents were really imaginative there, weren't they? Does he not talk or something?
The egg. The egg comes first.
Oh, well, I'd imagine for you it probably does. Kind of be hard for you to get here without the egg. Now, you were saying, dear Lyric here knew of some of those other travelers, and then she catches sight out of the corner of her eye. Oh, my! Who is that over there? Or flittering around, and she looks straight at Suspicious.
Oh, you can see him. Oh, he's always sneaking up on me. Suspicious? This is Suspicious. He's with us.
She just kind of stops.
And I say, snark, snark.
It's like, I'm. Why is he suspicious?
Don't worry about it.
No, of course I'm going to worry about it. You can't just tell me your name, that somebody is suspicious, and not tell me what their name is or why.
Oh, that's totally his name. Yeah. We just call him Suspicious. We try not to ask why.
Oh. Well, that's interesting. I was hoping that he'd be a little more exciting.
And then this is Merlin.
Hello. And this is Sir Fuzzy.
Oh, yes, Sir Fuzzy.
Oh. Well, hello to you, good sir. And she'll give like this little bow and flourish. Everybody give me a perception check real quick.
Nope. I'm just dreaming.
Oh, I was so close. I was on 20 for like a fraction of a second.
All right,
Yeah,
so
20 in the
Nightshade, Lyric, and Suspicious. You all realize she is actually looking you guys over pretty well. Like she's looking for something or investigating you guys pretty well. Nightshade and Lyric, you both catch a glimpse right on her collarbone of a small winged snake.
Hmm. I'm going to lean over to Nephira
Mhm.
and just say something's up with Jamna. Look around her neck. She's got like some kind of a winged snake or something around her neck.
And as you
And
go to
she's really
look,
eyeballing this pretty hard.
she's turned and it's no longer visible.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna like keep that in mind though, and see if I can catch glimpses of it without being obvious.
Yep.
I'm going to look around and see if there's anybody that might be looking at us besides her.
Yeah. Lyric, you can go ahead and also make a history check.
Okay.
Same with Nightshade. I know out of character you know what it means, but
Yeah.
does your character know? Yes, Nightshade, you know that the little winged snake is probably a symbol of being a member of the Zentarum. Which, if you recall, your Harper contact talked about them a little bit, that they might make decent allies, as they probably don't want the whole world to get taken over by a crazy group of people, but at the same time, they're not exactly the most upstanding of citizens.
Yeah, basically a smugglers guild, almost way I think of them. Whatever's for the
Smugglers.
profit of the guild.
Some of them have been known to sell slaves in places where that is legal. They also tend to run places for people to live at just above or just right at the point where it's affordable, but they can never manage to make the people living there can never manage to make any money, and the maintenance is always just enough to keep the place from falling down.
Yeah, mafia, cartels.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah. So not the most savory of characters, but they are a powerful group in the area. So she'll continue chatting with you guys if you have anything you want to discuss with her.
So, like, I want to look around and see if there's someone else that's might be with her from a distance that's watching us.
Okay. Give me a perception check then. All right. So you begin looking around. At the moment, it's kind of hard to tell if there's anybody like out of place, because a lot of the people from town have come out to try and do some trade with the various merchants that are coming through here, and try to buy or sell some wares.
Okay.
I'll just put it right out there. I'll actually look her right now. What was her name again?
Gemma.
Gemma. So Gemma, what can our small group of circus performers do for you and your fellow Zents?
Her eyes will flash in kind of that moment of panic.
Oh, it's just between the two of us. I don't plan on outing you out, but you obviously have a reason for being here.
And she'll kind of wave you guys into a bit of a huddle at that point. I'm here to try and keep this caravan alive.
Oh. What's the threat?
My bosses.
What do they want with the caravan?
They want information, but more, if I can't get them some information, they want to make sure that those wagons and the people in them, as she kind of nods her head towards the cultists, don't make it to Waterdeep. And you notice
And
her, like,
why are you
her
going
entire
against your
attitude has
bosses?
shifted from kind of this bubbly, little bit airheaded to a very serious, like, she is deadly serious at this moment. So what were you saying, Lyric?
Why are you going against your boss's wishes?
I'm not going against them. I did manage to convince them to give me a chance to chat and explore and possibly gain the information that they need, or any information at all. However, if I can't figure out what they have on them and where it's going, the plan is a group will meet us a day outside or two outside of Waterdeep to encourage them to talk. Unfortunately, they don't want any witnesses.
And we trust her. We don't need to do insight. Like,
If you want to roll insight to see if she's trustworthy at this moment, you certainly can. I will tell you, her attitude is very much shifted, and yeah, you believe she is being truthful at this point. You kind of get the fact that she was putting on this little bit of an airhead. She knows they're cultists. She needs to know what's going on with them as quickly as possible, because you guys only have a few days before you're going to be reaching Waterdeep.
All right. So I will basically say I don't do a lot of talking. I primarily observe. Obviously, you can tell who does the speaking for the party, but I think sharing of information might be important. It can't just be a one side gets all. It has to be tit for tat. But I'll let you go back to speaking with the people while I observe and listen.
She'll nod to you, and so at that point she'll say, "So, are any of you more than you appear?" As if she kind of expects that you guys, the way you carry yourself is not circus performers. You're fourth level adventurers. You've been in enough fights. You know how fighters tend to carry themselves just a little bit differently than a regular guy, or an average Joe. She's kind of picked up on that, and she's asking, are you guys associated with any of the other factions?
Which we aren't, right? We didn't make any commitments to any of them, right?
I don't think we pledged. We just kind of were like, we'll help you guys. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. So, you could tell her that you're working with them but aren't members. That is up to you how much you want to share with her. But that's what she's asking is, are you connected with the other factions? What's your connection?
Sometimes our courses coincide with others, and sometimes they diverge.
Well said.
She'll just kind of grin and tip her head in Nightshade's direction. This one knows how to talk like a Zent.
So yes, they are cultists. We've been trying to learn more about them. Our goal is to stop them.
And these wagons, we believe, have treasure in them for bringing the Dragon Queen back.
And people who get too close and start to look at it get blinded.
Interesting.
That was where all that sight rot situation came from.
Very good.
So maybe you have something that you can provide us some insight, so we have a clearer picture of what else, since we have shared.
Well, I do know that the Thayan over there is no average expatriate of Thay.
Oh?
He is, in fact, one of Zastam's Red Wizards.
Oh.
Sounds prestigious.
There's quite a few of them, but they are all quite steeped in the ways of necromancy and such things. But it's curious, most of them tend to keep to themselves and believing that they will inevitably, slowly, but inevitably conquer much of Faerun and such. Just why would he be chatting with the Cult of the Dragon would be my question. But if none of you know what's in the wagons, I guess we'll have to plan a little reconnaissance tonight.
You
Could
seem
use
like-
our show.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Will any of you be interested in assisting me?
I
We
will
have
assist you because I don't like the way that they've been watching us lately.
Yeah. They probably figured one of the other goody-goody factions sent you to keep an eye on everything and, figured they would watch the Watchers.
Yeah, currently I think our interests go in the same direction. I will provide my assistance if needed.
Very good.
But above board, since we do know what's already in the wagons.
Oh,
No, I'm not
Yes.
saying that. I'm saying above
Yeah,
board. That's
yeah.
to the rest of the party thinking wise. It's just a reminder since it's been a few weeks.
Yes, it has.
Fair.
You guys do know what's in the wagons, so if you wanted to share that, you could just tell her.
It would save a mission. But I don't know if you guys want to just give her stuff.
How about you decide on that, party leader?
I mean, if you're asking me, I would say we should not give her that information.
Sure.
I'm thinking this is my thought process on it. We can discuss afterwards or whatever. We can get it to her. But I'm personally thinking that maybe we can do this raid. Then she finds out what's in the wagon or whatever they're going to do. And then, of course, it might cause the cultists to jump the gun from what their plans are, knowing that they're discovered, and sort of put them at behind the power curve. That's what I'm thinking.
I like your
I
thought
like it.
process. Good plan. All right, we go with it. We'll have the show too, so we can provide a distraction for you guys.
And I said, don't forget about Buck. You
Yeah.
might need his assistance. Meaning that if we open our stage up, he's no longer hidden.
Yeah. Fair point. Do we have blankets? Can we just cover him?
I was just looking to see is
Just have him lay flat like he's a rug.
Yeah.
stick your tongue out. Just lay there for an hour.
Or get a disguise and put him inside a like a dragon costume, like an oriental dragon thing as part of the props.
Yeah, we have clothes and a costume. I'm checking the party sheet right now. This could work.
Yeah.
You guys are doing all this stuff, and I'm sitting here thinking the easiest thing would be the simplest thing, or the simplest
Don't
thing
know.
would be the easiest thing. Just say it's an illusion.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You just made an illusion of the golden deer that you saw a few days ago to be part of your performance, and nobody thinks anything else.
I can also like shape change into him, so there's two of us, and then like use my multiple person thing to like make like four of us, and then it'll just be like really confusing.
Yeah, do one of the things where the hunters, like one of those comedy skits where
Yeah.
the hunters chase out the golden deer and it gets away, and we can make fun of all the.
Perfect.
And then suddenly the hunters become the hunted as as multiple golden deer coming back
There we
after
go.
them.
But we
I've
could
got
also
just
hide him
I've
in
got
the
just the
fog.
tune.
Ooh,
Oh,
fall.
there you go. Yeah, I can keep him with me because I don't really have as much to do during the show. So I can kind of like I pretend he's part of the act, and I don't know, maybe figure out something to do, and that he's like yeah, we've created a
So,
loop.
yeah. So Jenna, what's the plan? If you're planning on to do a little snoop and poop, what's the plan, and how are we going to be able to assist?
Well, I hope not to leave any poop behind. It would be a bit obvious that I was there.
Are your poops very noticeable?
Well, they're
Well,
tiny.
yeah, they do get confused for deer often.
Oh, could see it.
But no, I mean, what deer is going to climb up in a wagon and leave a present like that?
A mean one.
A mean one? Yes, it would have to be a very mean deer to.
I would say a shitty deer.
You see her just kind of roll her eyes. Like, oh gods, I'm surrounded by imbeciles.
And I just say, however, you started it.
At least we're not talking about dragon piss anymore.
So who's involved in this reconnaissance?
I remember that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a very long time.
Hey, let's go sneak in there. They probably recognize each other by how much dragon piss they've got on themselves. Oh gosh.
It made sense.
It made sense, but over here, with the DM side of knowing what was really the thing, it was just one of those like, oh gosh, how are they gonna try this? Are they gonna start going around stealing jars of mysterious liquids and dousing themselves in it, hoping to convince people that they're high-ranking members of this cult?
Well, we have Celeste. We have like endless dragon pee.
Dragon pee, dragonborn. I think it's a little different. Considering that dragonborn are actually like not cold-blooded and won't freeze solid and stop moving like a reptile would in the wintertime.
Oh,
I'm so happy I've derailed the conversation and brought us back to debating Dragon Pea. You're welcome.
You guys are horrible.
on that note.
Speaking of pee, I'll be right back.
So who
Oh, no.
is on this reconnaissance? It was
Nightshade, Lyric, and Jamna.
okay.
Unless anyone else is feeling it.
I think we got to be careful to make sure, like, we still have enough people to put on some kind of show.
I agree. I feel like the four of us could put on a pretty good show.
Yeah,
Plus Deer Buck.
Cher or Deer.
Cher! Cher can sing.
The deer just kind of looks at you a little bug-eyed, like, the what?
We promise we won't make you try and sing.
Promise is a strong word.
So actually, when it comes to Cher, so does he speak like ancient Elvish or does he speak like more modern Elvish?
Considering how long elves live, Elvish language has not changed much since. But currently, he's not speaking at all.
That was gonna be my next question. Does he like have any? He like has no communication whatsoever when he's in his buck form.
He cannot speak unless somebody uses like comprehend thoughts or something like that,
Okay.
or detect
Oh,
thoughts.
wait. Oh yeah, because I can't. I have message, but he can't like whisper it back. So then that
Correct.
doesn't. Yeah. Okay.
You need something that works telepathically, like telepathy or sending or something like that, to be able to communicate with him as he currently is.
We should get that.
I have message.
That is a whispered send thing, so he unfortunately cannot whisper back.
Oh, he's
You can always do the 1 tap for yes, 2 taps for no.
Yeah, he can
Okay,
communicate in very
we're gonna
simple.
teach we're gonna teach it Morse code.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I was just thinking that.
An E's 1 dot, an S is 3, a scratch dot.
An hour later of tapping, he's gotten a word out. Okay.
An hour later of tapping, he's gotten a word out, and the word is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
And we're like, look,
If you
Matt,
sing it loud enough, it's very, very quite atrocious.
Yes.
all right. So Nightshade and Lyric and Jamma, you all figure out your reconnaissance mission here.
Yeah, we gotta figure out our show.
Yeah.
All right. So what's your show gonna be?
Celeste, you did shooting stuff last time?
Yeah, and the lightning display.
Yeah, that's what it was. And Suspicious, what'd you do?
Pretty sure what something area acrobatics with
Okay.
or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, but Nightshade won't be there. But I guess you still have wings. You could still do like your own thing. And Neferia, what was yours?
I kind of I think I kind of do kind of ringmaster things, but I also am the target for Celeste shooting. And
Great.
I could also do something with our friend Cher and do like, you know, this illusion deer who looks like the golden deer that eluded all of you. He can do math problems and have him stamp his foot like,
That's amazing.
you know, what is 2 + 2? And it's such a lame act, but everybody loves an animal.
Oh, but he can't
Okay.
speak. But I guess he could tap.
Yeah, he could tap his hoof and get,
You drag him out there and do this, and he just looks straight at you and goes 1, 2, 3, and stares at you.
like, I get it, but this is how we keep people distracted, okay? So play along, dude. We're helping you.
He is not impressed by this.
I get it. And we cut it short with lots of jokes. Never work with children or animals, folks. Haha.
Even illusionary ones.
Even illusions. You can't do anything with a child or an animal. Am I right, everybody?
And he rolls his head to turn and look out at the audience and just goes, "Bleh!" and walks away. The audience is looking rather confused at this point of, is this supposed to be part of the act? I thought that was an illusion. Seems to be pretty stubborn. What's going on here, people?
And it'll be like, next act, whoever is up next.
So while this is going on, go ahead and give me stealth checks for those of you doing the sneaking around. So, Nightshade, you do find a note pinned to you at some point that says, "You think you're being sneaky."
Oh, I'm gonna leave the note.
Well, you can't figure out where Lyric went, but he apparently knows where you are.
That's cool. I told him where I was gonna be. It's like, yeah, I'm sneaky, but then it's like, hey, I need to write a note.
And suddenly you have a piece of paper and a pencil stuck to you that says, "You think you're sneaky."
Ow! Stop it!
We're the worst reconnaissance team ever.
Gemna is just kind of sitting there going, "Oh gosh, these guys are going to get me killed, aren't they?" I just had to try and save people.
Is Gemna being fairly stealthy?
Oh, she's being you can kind of pick up where she's at, but she's not. Most everybody's not going to see her.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah. Oh, only people who are well trained in the ways of perception are going to notice her.
Yes, so we are going to. We're just gonna sneak up to the wagons to get close to these guys, or what are we gonna do?
Is that what Jen is planning? We're just trying to help her. So
She just wants to know what's in the wagon, and since you guys didn't tell her, this is her next step.
So I kind of want to Nightshade. I want to try to get back to talk to Nightshade for a second while she's up ahead of us.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's not get ourselves too extended here. I mean, if somebody's going to get caught, let it be her. What do you think?
One thing I could do is drop her off on the roof of one of the. Fly in up and just sort of stealthily swoop in and drop her off on top of one of the caravan. On one of the wagons. She can cut a hole in the top and go
Let's
in
do
that
it.
way.
Let's do it. That's our plan.
She's looking back at you guys like, "Hello, Come on, hurry up.
I'll whisper
All right.
to her what plan on doing. Says I just grab you, drop you off on top of the wagon. Come in from the dark area, drop it. Then we don't have to sneak past all the guards, and then you can come in, and then you can sneak your way out. You see what's in the wagon.
She'll nod in agreement with this idea.
All right, let's do it.
I grab a thumbtack or something like that to attach the note later. So what do we got to do to be able to do that? Find a wagon, looking for one that's got a shady path, doesn't have a light side, so I come in from the dark side.
Yep. So it's easy enough to figure out where the shady sides are, since it's all pretty much campfires and stuff like that.
Yeah, so
But,
I'll set up a campfire so they can't see it.
give me
When the
a
patrols.
give me another round of stealth.
Oh dang.
Well, the good thing is he doesn't have to get that close.
Matter of
Fair.
fact, it might be good that
I'm not dropping him off. I'm dropping Gemma off.
It might be good that I'm a
looking at this.
distraction.
Good point.
Yeah, a branch breaks off in a different direction or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So whose act is up next?
I mean, I can go if no one else. Or Neferi, did you want to do something?
Oh no, I was just gonna say Merlin or Celeste or Suspicious.
All right. Well, I'll go for it, and I look for Cher, and I like take him over to the side for a second. I'm like, hey, bud, like I know you're really not a fan of like this whole performance thing, but like stick with me because I need you to look like you're an illusion and like you're part of this, so that people don't try to kill you again. So just go with my lead here, and then we go out, and I'm allowed.
Roll me
Was it 200?
persuasion.
Okay, I got you. Wait, I'm
Dave-
quite persuasive, so he's coming with me. We're best friends.
He kind of looks at you and he lets out this huffing like sigh of just like, fine, Mom. I'll come play nice with everybody else, and follows you back out.
Okay, cool. So, and we said that I get 2 extra me's when I use my mirror thing, right?
Yes.
Cool. All right. So we go out onto stage, and I'm with Cher, and I come out as 2 other Chers, and then I guess me. And then we all start running around the stage. I'm chasing them around the stage, and they're all running around. And then at the end, they all run into each other, and they go poof back into one. And it's just Cher, and I catch Cher, and then we take our bow.
Bravo.
Thank you.
So, because he's never seen this part of the show before, he's running around with all the other ones as this is happening. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Oh no.
You have to fail this.
Oh wait, I think I hit that twice. Sorry.
All right.
Let's go with the 21.
Go with what?
The 21.
Go with the 21? Why don't you want to do the 14?
This 21 is definitely the better
Hmm.
I think that was meant to happen there, you know?
Well, I mean, that would have been advantage, and you don't have advantage on this check.
but it was such an awesome idea.
I'll tell you what. Roll me insight, and if you do well on that, then you can use the 21.
Okay, fair. Where's my insight? And
Oh,
universe is
shit.
against me.
All right.
Looks like a 14.
Yeah. So,
14 it is.
you guys are all capering around the stage and everything, and you signal or, mentally command your other duplicates to run back together. Picking up on this, Cher does the same. Not realizing that there's a problem of two bodies, one space.
Oh no.
So you both wham, slam into each other, go rolling across the stage. It does seem that the comedy routine of a couple of clowns may be more well accepted by the crowd than the shock and awe that you've been going for, but
That's what we're going for. Obviously, this was totally on purpose.
yes, it was.
And afterwards, I give Cher a lot of pets and some carrots or something. To the side, so no one sees that he's real.
Yes.
Steven, did it hit her or one of her mirror images?
Oh no, see what it is her act is all the mirror images come back together and she dismisses them.
Yeah, okay.
So there's just her standing there. Well, Cher was following the mirror images lead and ran straight into her as they were trying to do that. Which makes it
show business.
Yeah. makes it a little more slapstick than shock and awe. You're over there petting and handing Cher carrots, and you're pretty sure if looks could kill. You also didn't think that a deer could growl.
I'm so sorry.
It's more, you're not sure if it's the everything smashing into him, or the fact that you're treating him like a pet that is got him upset at the moment.
Well, I tell him he did a great job, and I thank him for going along with it, and I promise that next time I won't do that again.
Except say it, good boy.
Good boy.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Who's a good boy?
Not me!
Good thing he
He's
can
gonna
speak.
stomp on your foot.
He would. Oops.
So, who's next in the acts?
Well, I guess I can let out some lightning.
All right, so you kind of puff yourself up and blast lightning across the skies. Call down thunder. Give me a performance check, please.
I just didn't do well last time, but we'll
You got
try. Shit.
Oh my god, no! No! It's a wow.
The highs and lows today, man. The highs and lows.
That's wild.
You're not supposed to target the audience.
I was gonna say, make me just a general attack roll, please.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is bad.
Oops.
Now, see.
Nefarious casting sanctuary on herself. Nope, not me.
There we go.
Oh my god.
Beautiful.
So yes, there's quite a few panicked circus goers as the lightning lands right in the middle of the crowd and starts a small fire.
Well, we were going for a distraction, so like points.
Oh, everybody is distracted at this point. You're pretty sure that you're also not going to have the greatest reputation when you get to Waterdeep.
Yeah. Go run over and like stamp it out and like check on everybody and the trying to be super nice and like so sorry. Does anybody need healing?
Yeah, Neferi and I are going around healing people.
Yeah, it seems that there's this one little old black cat that is sitting there and moving rather stiffly, a little singed around the fur, looking at you with a look of absolute disgust on his face.
Oh, I heal the cat. I heal the cat.
So you're going over to heal the cat?
Yeah.
The cat then looks up, and you realize this cat looks freaking weird.
Oh no.
It looks like somebody tried to stuff a cat and did a horrible job at it. But it is moving around like it's alive.
Is it a necromanced cat?
And it looks at you and very stiffly says, "Thanks."
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. Suspicious. Not the
No,
person.
no. No, he's getting ready for his act.
Oh my gosh, what is it?
I need to know now. Can I roll insight or something?
Sure, if you want to.
I do.
Oh my god, is it another like elven lord who's been cursed?
Oh my god.
I'll send you a picture of what it looks like.
Oh my goodness. I got a 17. Do I know?
It's a cat.
Oh goddamn.
There's a picture in Discord. Bonus points
Oh
if
my God,
anybody
Salem!
recognizes what that is.
Salem.
Yes.
Oh
Of
my
course.
god.
In 5 seconds. Are you kidding?
I love Salem.
I love him so much.
Salem was usually the one that was the brunt of things going horribly wrong in that show.
Very true.
So yeah, he looks at you and he just kind of goes, "Thanks," and goes and tries to find someplace to hide.
Oh my
I'm like,
god.
Salem, come back.
He just looks at you like, "How did you know my name?"
You're famous. I'm a big fan.
He looks like he is completely over this at this point.
Fair.
As much as a semi-animated animatronic looking cat can be.
Do you drink, Salem? We'll buy you a drink as an apology.
I don't think there's enough alcohol. Also,
Bye.
I don't think this body handles that too well.
Oh. Fair enough.
Yeah, fair point.
Yeah.
So, all right. With all the chaos, back over to our intrepid infiltrators. Nightshade, give me an acrobatics check as you attempt to fly Gemma up there. Ah, yes, very good, sir.
Nice.
You are easily able to make it on top of one of these wagons. Now, these wagons aren't like the covered cloth wagons. This is actually like a large cargo wagon that has a wooden top and sides. But looks like there's probably some loose boards or something. You guys could pry one out and take a look what's in there.
Alrighty.
So you get that, and she kind of, the eyes get much bigger. Oh my, this is a lot of treasure. I know there was some raids down south, but this is a lot.
Well, you are dealing with dragons.
True. I'm just wondering if they're trying to buy something, or if this is all for Tiamat's horde. But regardless, and she begins like rooting around in there, trying to find information on where the cult is headed.
Steven, since I'm outside, I want to watch and make sure nobody's headed towards the wagon.
Well, it seems that the majority of these guys are distracted by the show going on and the explosive results that have happened.
Success by
Impressive.
failure.
It's impressive.
Celeste will just stand over to the side and just kind of giggle.
I'm still apologizing to Cher.
Yeah, Cher is kind of looking over your shoulder, trying to figure out what just happened out there.
Never said we were a good circus.
What?
We never said we were a good circus.
Fair point.
After a few minutes, she does come back with kind of a knowing smile on her face and signals Nightshade that she's ready to head back down.
Okay.
So you're able to glide back off the wagon. Give me, the two of you, give me one more round of stealth checks, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast guidance on my. Can I do that on my?
Yep.
Ooh,
Just in
very
case.
nice.
So yeah, with all the chaos lyric, you've managed to blend back into the shadows. Nightshade, you're good.
Nice.
You're extra.
Just because I keep.
You're two more good than you were a moment ago.
You're gooder.
You the goodest.
Would he be gooder or would he be gooder?
I like that. I like good.
What is that for, Nightshade?
Oh, that was I was putting the dropping the arrow, stick in the arrow.
With the note.
With the note.
Yep, as I leave it on the wagon.
Oh, you're leaving it on the wagon. Okay.
Yep, like over the side while he's down rummaging around. I'm gonna stick a note up.
Okay. Yeah, Gemma doesn't really notice it. So, all right, back to our performers. After the grand light show,
Reveal.
I believe it's time for Suspicious's act.
Get him.
Okay. Well, my perform.
You
Why would it be any
so,
different?
Yeah.
So,
gonna say-
so as I perform and encourage the people to, throw things at me as I, do my aerial acrobatics and dodge that, I get smacked in the head and like just crash land into a tree or something.
Yes. Unfortunately, the throwing things don't stop. It just changes from random, like, objects that you've asked them to throw to rotten fruits and vegetables.
Yeah. Yeah, I missed a spot. Oops.
Unfortunately, you guys probably are not making much from this
No.
particular demonstration, but as you meet
It
back
was
up,
amusing somehow.
yes, it was quite amusing. A little bit confusing to everyone else, but as you meet back up afterwards, Gemno will tell you that she found some instructions on where the treasure is ultimately headed, and in this case would be the information she needs to keep the caravan from being attacked.
Does she want to share?
She will let you know that the supposed destination is a rather disused castle deep in the Mere of Dead Men to the north of Waterdeep, known as Castle Neantar.
My spelling of that is very interesting.
Oh wait, there's an extra R there. Nerantar. Yeah, something. Neritar?
Ooh,
Neritar.
thank you.
There you go. Neritar. Please, for the love of everything that is holy, would the people that write these things make fantasy names pronounceable, or at least include the pronunciation guide.
That'd be amazing.
So yes, she will let you know that she can make sure that the caravan is not attacked now, but for appearance purposes, she plans to continue heading the rest of the way to Waterdeep with you guys before meeting with her leadership.
Can I insight her again just to make sure I trust her?
You can insight her as much as you want. I'm pretty sure she's being truthful so far.
Just making sure.
Yep.
He'll be truthful as long as it's in her best interest.
Yeah, I'm just worried it's
Probably.
going to change at some point.
I will say this, Zentarum are usually self-serving, so she'll be, like Nightshade said, she'll be truthful until it's no longer in her best interest, and then you also get the feeling that the other reason why she came clean to you is because you guys called her out, and she was worried that she would get exposed before she could get the information, rather than being able to do a good job of it. So,
A lot of mistakes get made when you're under pressure.
Yep.
True.
The next day, I need everyone to make an insight check.
Oh my goodness.
All right. So Neferia and Merlin. Wait, Merlin, you rolled twice.
Did I? Wait, no, I had just had the other one.
So Nefaria and Merlin, you notice that several of the folks in the cultist area, as well as a couple other people, seem to be paying pretty close attention to you. Suspicious and Celeste. You notice that various people are kind of trying to get information around here, but they seem to be curious who the gnome that has joined the group is. Same for you, Nightshade. Lyric, you're blissfully ignorant.
So is my character.
So, while Nightshade is abstaining from anything that he does not prepare, the rest of you, those that wish to interact with the food and stuff, you're having breakfast in the morning with Jamna, and she pulls something out of her oatmeal and shows you guys. It looks like a small bead, almost, covered in oatmeal. She whispers, this is actually a sliver of bone. It's been curled into a circle, and old trick, most people will eat it with a mouthful of gruel without even noticing. Then it slowly uncurls, exposing the points that pierce your gut, killing slowly.
Merlin throws up.
I suspect you all probably have one in your breakfasts.
I was just thinking, since I left the note and everyone getting blinded last time.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely not finishing my oatmeal.
Okay.
Is it something magical, or is it something that?
No, it's just the way they like heat up a small sliver of bone and are able to roll it up so that it sits, and then when it expands, it's got spikes that it will kind of start digging in your intestines for a long and slow death.
I think you know too much about this.
You can roll insight if you want. She doesn't know anything about it. Oh, wait, that was Nightshade's medicine check.
I was just seeing if I can start healing people if I need to. What I know about.
She does know a little bit more about these things than she's letting on, Lyric and Celeste. Nightshade, the only thing you think of is, magical healing would probably take care of it, but you also realize that unless you actually got it out somehow, you would have to sit there and continually, every so often, cast healing to let it work its way out of the intestine without kill before they died.
Sheesh.
I sharpen up my scalpels.
Oh my goodness. You have talents. It could work.
So you just see Nightshade sitting over there, this little tiny knife, and a bit of a bemused grin on his bird beak.
Oh my god. Oops. Yeah, no. Can we tell if any of us have swallowed it?
If you want to investigate your oatmeal, you certainly can.
Yeah. I want to
Yeah, I'm
see.
investigating. Ooh, hey.
Suspicious, you don't see anything, but the other two of you, there's a few lumps in your oatmeal.
Yeah, I throw up and I dump out the rest.
Celeste, you don't see anything. Yours looks fine. Lyric, you've got some lumps.
I wouldn't eat it regardless.
Well, it's not twitching, squeaking, or running away from you. Of course, Nightshade isn't going to eat it.
Yeah, so I'm actually advising everyone else to take up my eating habits, because when you catch your prey fresh and everything else,
Yeah.
it's very hard to tamper with it. And it's
Merlin throws
juicy
up
and
again.
crunchy.
Merlin throws up again.
Merlin's just over there dry heaving. Hurr! Hurr! Hurr!
Fuzzy's holding my hair.
And
I'm
of
thinking
course,
like
you know,
Gollum when he has the fish or the rabbit the one time he catches it in the Lord of the Rings.
Juicy sweet. What's the song he says? It's like my juicy sweet.
the other thing you notice is there seems to be a few people around the caravan who, as Merlin starts dry heaving, it triggers them. So they don't know what's going on, but they just see Merlin just doing the... And they all start... and running, holding their stomach.
A quick runabout the caravan, not the whole caravan, but just going around to see if it seems to be that other people are possibly having a problem.
Well, aside from the people that seem to be triggered by by Merlin, nobody seems to be really aware of anything in their oatmeal.
I think I'm gonna dump mine out, and I'm gonna say really loudly, I know we had an off night with our performance last night, but there is no need to mess with our food. And I'm gonna look
now,
around.
Was this a camp gruel, or was this a specific gruel for our small group?
This seems to be like what somebody threw together for breakfast for everybody.
We don't know who made it though, right?
Everybody takes turns, so it's not really a solid, this person always makes the food.
So, I guess get with the caravan master and show him one of the bone modules or whatever that we found. And it was in the breakfast porridge this morning.
He kind of pokes at it a little bit. What?
It was under the understanding this is what happens with...
You bring 3 or 4 of them, and he kind of pokes at them for a few minutes, and they slowly just kind of disintegrate. And strangely, there's no bone in it.
Is Jamna messing with us?
Well, one of them does look like it might have been a bug egg.
Ooh.
Extra protein.
Ew.
I guess I was mistaken then. We'll see.
He just kind of shrugs and goes, "Yeah, I know that not everybody's the best cook, but everybody takes their turn." And just kind of shrugs and goes back to whatever he was working on.
Can I go ask Jamna and be like, yo, were you really sure that that was a bone?
And she'll take it out and she'll show it to you. And she tells you to go get some boiling water. And, we'll put it in there. And you see it's kind of uncurl a little bit. And she says, it's not going to do as much with the water, but, with some... I've seen it work in people's stomachs. And you do see it kind of uncurls a little bit, and there are little sharp bone fragments. So imagine something that looks kind of like a curled up porcupine quill under a magnifying glass.
Okay. Can I insight check her just again? Because I just want to keep insight checking her.
Sure. What are you trying to see if she's being truthful or not about?
If it was someone else who put it in our oatmeal.
Okay.
But I guess I didn't even get that good of an insight, so.
Well, let's see. She did not. So, again, you get the feeling that there's something going on, but you can't tell what it is that she's up to.
Have my eye on her.
Are you just following her around, staring at her?
From a distance. And, I have Sir Fuzzy invisible following her around from a distance. Giving me reports. No!
She is not aware of Sir Fuzzy, but she does seem to notice you watching her, and she at one point turns, looks at you, and gives Merlin a bit of a wink.
I know. Yeah, I'm on to you. Made me throw up for nothing.
Wasted perfectly good oatmeal.
It was.
So now Merlin's hangry.
Oh no, not the hangry.
Who knows what's going to happen now?
You never want a hangry warlock, man.
So, bring Merlin a coney. You now have a small rodent that has been dropped at your feet.
Oh, how kind. I'm not Gollum, though. I need a fire for this.
I didn't tell you how you to prepare it.
Oh, I appreciate that. I'm gonna find me some
or lack of preparation in Nightshade's case.
I'll get a couple of them. You can make yourself a pair of slippers.
Oh goodness, comfy.
I was gonna say you get a couple of them and a little bit of beans and sauce. You could stick them in and have a foot long coney dog.
Oh, there you go.
Throw a little cheese on there as well, maybe. Probably one of the things on the menu at Sonic that's probably the worst for you, but tastes pretty dang good from time to time. So, at that point, what you guys doing? Just keep on keeping on? Looks like the majority of the caravan's getting ready to head out at this point.
Yeah, I was seeing if my note causes anything, so I was keeping a little extra eye out on my patrol about anything coming in or around to where the cultists are.
Sure. Seems that they haven't noticed it yet, but it's still fairly early in the day.
They're not too good at security.
Well,
More like they just figure.
especially since I was dropping it like on this like the seat or whatever.
Oh, I thought you were
Right.
sticking it like in one of the sides.
Oh no, like in the front, like when they get up on the like you can get on the horse type thing to
Yeah,
pull the cart.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. I thought for some reason you were sticking it
Yeah,
on in the side of the wagon, not straight in the front seat.
Yeah, the front side. I'm thinking over the side, but yeah, on the front, so that when they get ready to drive.
It would probably be something that would get noticed as they get ready to depart, which is coming shortly.
Yep, and that's what I was wanting, because then all of a sudden, oh, now we got to take. I didn't want to give them too much time to think about it, and then now they got to get there and say who's running around delivering messages, because we need to let the boss know, and that type of thing.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll make an extra hasty decision and make a mistake.
So those of you that are keeping a close eye on Gemma do notice at one point as she's kind of riding along on the wagon, she pulls out a small hand mirror and begins kind of waving it in the air for a few moments.
Sir Fuzzy's behind her. Does he see what's in the mirror?
Well, the strange thing is she's not looking in it.
Weird.
As I'm flying around, do I see?
Sir Fuzzy, though, is sitting there looking and trying to see what she might be doing, when suddenly he is blinded for a moment as there is a flash of light directly in his eyes.
What the heck, man?
See, we need to learn Morse code.
Or get telepathy. I'm looking out for that on our next level up.
I'm trying to remember what level telepathy is.
Hopefully
it's a level feat.
Well, there's a feat for it, but there's also a spell of telepathy.
Oh.
But all right. So you guys begin rolling down the road. You see there is some small amount of chaos and confusion with the group of cultists that are slightly ahead of you, but nothing that isn't too problematic. But you only get about 2 hours down the road, and you can hear the or the caravan master calling for a halt. As you get up towards the front, coming around a bend in the road, you see a human head sitting in the middle of the road.
Oh.
And it's just sitting there, neck down, on the middle of the road. Eyes kind of closed, looking
dismembered or buried to the neck up.
Give me a perception check.
Ooh.
So, Lyric, you can tell that he is buried up to his neck. Yep, same for you, Nightshade.
Yeah, I would have flown up
Can we
high
do
enough
a
to see what was going on.
You also
check on him to see if he's alive.
Well,
Yeah,
you guys
I wanna
are
check out
a
what's
little.
on the side.
You guys are about 100 yards away, so you probably need to get a little closer. But you can tell there's something across his forehead as well.
I think I'm going to look kind of like to the sides as we're approaching, because I think I'm worried that this is a trap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
That's what I was thinking the same.
Yep. If you're
Yeah, we
watching
all
for a
got
trap,
it.
give me a check. All
I'm
right.
like, oh look, trees are pretty today.
So as far as you guys can tell, there is nothing else out there moving around.
Even with the 22 and 23?
Yeah. So chances are there's nothing moving around.
Cool. Okay. Cool.
That means there's nothing moving around, or they're really good at hiding.
Yeah.
Celeste, quit teaching the bad guys on the side.
We know it makes money, but
So we will. I'm going to slowly approach this person, and if I can get up to it, I want to do a medicine check and see if it's alive.
Okay. So as you get up there, you can make your medicine check.
And what's on the head? Is it a message?
Yep. All right. So you can tell he is alive. However, he seems to have been stuck here for a couple of days, and the explosion and lack of water is gotten to him. He is unconscious. The word Oathbreaker is painted across his forehead.
oh,
I think, guys, I think his wife did this to him.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, or he's a paladin.
I'm gonna go with mine.
or both.
Or maybe both.
Yeah.
Maybe both.
Well, let's dig
So,
him
are we
out.
gonna dig this guy up or what, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's give him some water and let's dig him up.
All right.
Let's do it.
While you guys
Make
are doing
sure
that,
he's
I'll play you a little song to
So you get him some
motivate you.
water and start digging. It's quite obvious it'll take a couple of hours to do that, and then another hour to refill the hole. But you also realize that, like, if he's left here, he's probably going to get trampled by by another caravan at some point, who is not being as attentive.
Let's dig him.
Some of the merchants are complaining about the delay, saying whatever he did, he deserves it, and just leave him there. We'll go around.
I was gonna say I'd sure hate to find yourself in a hole like that someday. That would be just awful.
Well, I
And
don't.
I don't say anything else. I just walk off.
Yeah, and they're standing there sputtering. Well, I don't break my word, so why would I have to worry about it? Not my problem that he can't follow through on his commitments.
Yeah, more worded like I'd sure hate to find myself buried in a hole like that with only my head sticking out. That would just be so terrible.
Yeah. So it takes a little bit of time. As you're digging him out, he will introduce himself as Carlon Anophil. He will kind of quip that I would shake your hand, but as you can see, I'm a little preoccupied. And you guys are?
What's up? I'm Merlin.
I'm Neferia.
Nice to meet you too.
Pleasure to meet you under the circumstances.
Yes, you seem far kinder than some in your wagon group.
So,
yeah.
Oathbreaker on your forehead. What's that about?
Oh,
Well,
I'm gonna do insight while he's telling me this too.
yeah. He will tell you that I was promised to a woman to marry her, and I learned that her father and brothers expected me to join in their profession, and did not feel that this was befitting of me, as they are bandits. But they did not take too kindly to my leaving their daughter slash sister at the altar, so to speak.
No, you did the right thing. And I think I'm going to like.
Could you not just flown off to someplace else with your love?
He just kind of looks at you. Not all of us are blessed that way.
Well, I don't mean literally fly. Flown on a horse
Let's just say that
or on a ship.
I've caught word that they were planning to ensure that I ended up in a compromising position that I would have no choice.
Oh.
Was your intended also part of this plot?
I would like to believe she was not, but as I've not had a chance to talk to her, it's kind of hard to tell.
So do you intend to leave her with these people?
Well, I haven't really had a chance to figure out what my intentions are, considering when I found this out, I confronted them and then ended up here.
Ah, I see. So you still have a choice to make. Hopefully you make the right one.
Yep.
And I'll just walk off.
And Lyric, you said you were inciting him?
Yes.
Go for it. Alright, so Lyric, you are able to tell that while this is a very well rehearsed and well planned out statement, this is most likely some kind of cover story, as he is not being truthful. But it does seem like this is not something that would be, oh, I've just thought this up. It's something that was a well thought out, planned response.
Well, I didn't believe him in the first place, because why would you leave your true love behind? That doesn't add up to me. That's why I was giving him such a hard time.
Is the Oathbreaker like in like paint, or is that like carved in or something?
It's more like ink.
Oh, good question.
Okay.
How far dug out is he?
He's getting about halfway, and suddenly you notice there's a small harp on his forearm, tattooed on.
Isn't that a faction?
That is the
Yep.
Harpers.
Okay. Can we just like tell him we're gonna stop digging unless he stops, like cuts the shit and tells us the real story?
Depends on how
I'll just
you
make
want to
sure-
go about it.
I think we can keep digging and like just be like, oh,
Maybe you need to make sure there's no extra witnesses or overhearers.
Yeah, it seems like most of the merchants have all wandered back to their wagons, kind of doing well, since we're stuck waiting here, we might as well get some food or get prepared for the next part of this journey. They're watering their animals, that kind of stuff.
Anyone good at intimidation?
I have a +3.
I have a +5.
Ooh.
or we could just be nice and say like, hey, we notice you.
Yeah, persuade him to be the right thing.
Yeah, we noticed that you may have an affiliation with some common acquaintances.
I have a +5 on persuasion.
Oh, that's way better than mine.
I'll steal your lines. Hey, we noticed. You might have
I will.
reputation.
I will assist. I have a +5 also, so I'll assist her so she can go with advantage.
Okay.
Ooh, thanks.
I think also while they're doing that, I want to try and like wet a cloth or something to see if I can get the Oathbreaker off of his forehead to kind of help like just be nice and charming. And, like, oh, we're
That's
helping
kind.
you.
So I look at him
And
like, look,
I'll say before they get to it, you do know that like Harpers, yeah, they usually do look out for the good of the realm. They're usually good guys, but they're sort of secretive. So, but if you need to, I can fly him up to a couple thousand feet and drop him and see if I can catch him before he hits the ground, and then I'll walk up.
Be like,
Gosh.
okay, we won't let that happen because
So
obviously.
so basically, I'm giving whoever's doing the check, I'll give them guidance. That's
You're
my
Okay.
way of doing it.
you're the bad cop to my good cop over here.
Yeah, basically, I'm just giving you guidance.
Okay. So you have advantage and you have guidance at this point.
All right, so let's throw advantage on this and let's go. Boom.
And you get to add a D4.
Oh my goodness, are you joking me? Okay, all right.
So add another D4 on there.
Add another D4. Okay, cool. Can I just do that?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So
Well, then
16 total. Not too bad.
Okay.
I believe
So
that guidance helped.
it did. So what
Yeah, thank you.
exactly are you saying to him? Like what's your general? Are you mentioning the Harpers at all, or
I'm like,
are you
look,
just
we
kind of
noticed your
being
tattoo.
very vague about the whole thing?
I'm just gonna be like, look, we noticed your tattoo. We also have some affiliations with people, and I think it would be in your best interest to actually give us the real story here and just cut the shit.
And he's going to look at you and go, "What are you doing here, and who sent you?"
I'm asking the questions. I think you should go first if you want to know anything. I'm not the one in the hole.
Well, you would
there.
recognize this as the fact that since you don't exactly have a Harper pin to show him to prove that you're a Harper, he's just trying to make sure that you guys are actually affiliated with the Harpers.
Mm.
I'm going to make sure that though Jenna's not sitting right over here too.
Yeah,
Good
she's over with a mirror, not looking in it, but kind of just waving it around.
She's trying to signal someone or something. I don't trust her.
She may be trying to tell people that she has the information that she was supposed to get and not to attack the caravan.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
But-
Looking back to see who.
What are you willing to reveal to this guy to kind of prove, yes, we are legitimate?
Just mention the last contact that we had.
Okay.
What was his name again?
I'd have to
What
go
is it?
look myself, but
Yeah,
that's
I gotta
enough.
go through my notes.
He knows who that is, and he will say, well, it looks like we had a similar mission. I was with another caravan tracking some loot heading north, but unfortunately they got suspicious. I had a meeting with another Harper at the last inn, and the cultists convinced the rest of the caravan I was passing information to bandits. They didn't want to kill me, but decided that Providence would decide my fate.
Well, yes, Providence was on your side.
Yes.
Well,
Really?
It often
this part.
is on the side of those who are trying to do right.
Well, we
You
appreciate
guys
you telling
have
us.
mostly gotten him dug out at this point. You realize he's wearing nothing but a loincloth.
Oh God.
Well, at least they left him with that.
A small amount of dignity, yes.
We got some extra clothes.
Lyric says I've done some of my best work in a loincloth.
He does not seem like he wants to try and figure out what that is supposed to mean.
I hand him some clothes from our stuff and start filling up the hole.
He looks at them with kind of this look of, I'm supposed to be inconspicuous, not stand out like a sore thumb. But then he eventually just kind of shrugs and throws them on.
Beggars can't be choosers, friend.
Nope.
We're a circus, so you'll fit in.
He rolls his eyes
And,
just like, oh gosh.
Like he's is he proficient with any? We keep getting attacked and stuff too. Orifline, are you proficient with any particular weapons or anything?
Well, I'm decent with a short sword and crossbow. Tend to be a little bit more of the hit 'em where it hurts type than brute force.
So you were tracking this other group of cultists. Did you find out anything other than the fact that they were going north? What else were you, what other information did you get?
Not much. I was talking to my contact, letting him know that there was apparently some castle up north that they were supposed to be meeting up at, but wasn't able to get the name of it.
So we got you beat.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
say that. I think that.
I took a dagger off my character sheet. I give it to him.
Okay. Yeah. He'll let you know that once we get back to Waterdeep, I've got some contacts there, and I can get myself re-equipped for the most part. But I'll probably need a couple days to recover from this ordeal.
Do you have any performing skills?
He just kind of looks at you like,
Putting in the work.
what?
Start thinking, friend.
Can you sing? Can you dance?
I'm
You're good at
more.
telling stories, I can tell, because no one would actually leave their true love behind at an altar with a group of bandits.
Unless
No.
it's their family.
That's what my cover story was supposed to be. And actually, you'd be surprised the number of people that believed it.
Well,
Well,
I
then
believe
they've never been in love.
true. I believe
Of course,
it.
at that point, I wasn't buried up to my neck. In that, it was more I was telling them that I was seeking a way to rescue my true love from her family of bandits who wanted me to join their group, but, improv.
That's more believable.
Improv. Yes,
Yeah, the
and
second story would have actually been better.
Well, I had to have some way of explaining how I ended up to my neck in sand. Ugh, hate sand. It's coarse, gritty, gets places.
Okay, Anakin.
Yeah, I imagine you probably want to go take a quick bath before you do too much walking around.
Yes, thank you.
how do you feel about deer and riding in wagons with deer?
He gives you the most confused, puzzled look that you've seen thus far.
We have pet deer. It's not weird. We're circus people. And
He just shrugs at this point, like, the clothes you put me in, and at this point you saying you've got a pet deer doesn't surprise me.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure because you can ride in our wagon and we can let you rest and recover, but just know that you have to share it and not tell anybody that the deer is in there. They frown on pets here.
Okay.
You seem like someone who might be good at keeping secrets, so we'll keep yours if you keep ours.
Sounds good. What kind of deer?
Oh, he's just a, run-of-the-mill deer. We painted some gold on him, and we made him look special for the show, so he looks a little different. That's why.
Roll me a deception check.
I keep trying to deceive people.
Yeah, that he just raises. You know the look that Spock from the original Star Trek has when he
Raises his
is.
eyebrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just like that. One eyebrow goes up, and he just looks at you.
Okay, I get it. I'm really bad at lying. That's not my usual thing. Anyway, he's a special, like, ancient elven lord, and we're trying to help him. He turns into a deer because of a curse. And
Oh,
so we're helping him, and we're
sure.
protecting him from the rest of the
I've heard his story before.
Oh, you know him?
Don't know him, but I've heard the legends that there's some cursed elven rune around here that a elf lord hides in, only venturing out at certain times to avoid being killed due to his curse. Didn't know he turned into a deer though.
Yeah, and he's very fancy deer, and it caused a bit of kerfuffle among the caravan because they wanted to kill him for his gold antlers and everything. So
I
that's how we
mean,
found out true.
to be honest, Elven Prince, of course he would have to be extra.
Yes, I mean that's the elven way. So he is extra. Also, try not to talk to him like a pet because he doesn't like that apparently.
Lessons learned.
Yeah, don't give him pets.
Has Nefaria been like continually slowly doing that just to try and irritate him this whole time?
Yeah, I think like she's also like because she speaks Elvish. I think she's like, who's a good boy? And she'll just like look at him and like she'll just like raise her hand and kind of motion like scritches, like, come on. It's great, my lord. My lord.
You notice that as that dynamic goes along, he gets a little bit less huffy and a little bit more just like eye roll.
I'll grow on you, Cher.
Oh, and I also tell this guy, hey, we're traveling with this gnome lady, and she's cool and all, but like, don't let her see your tattoo, friend.
He looks at you a little confused.
Trust me on that one.
Is she a Zent?
Paths converge. Paths diverge. I walk off.
So
It's like,
poetic.
as far as I know, this is one of the few things that we actually are willing to work with the Zents on.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
I don't
she's
think she'll cause me any problems, but I'll take your advice.
your choice, man.
So, you guys get all done with him, head back to the rest of the caravan. Many of the merchants are like, finally, can we please get moving?
Also tell him, don't eat the oatmeal.
Yeah.
He will look very confused at you about that.
it's just really bad.
Bug eggs.
Ugh. That does not sound like a good day at all. I'll keep clear of the oatmeal then.
Good plan.
So what did you discover in the last caravan that you're in?
Uh,
Did it also have a group of cultists that you were investigating?
yes, I unfortunately was not able to get very close to them before they uncovered my affiliations.
So leave the investigating to us then, friend. You're not stealthy.
Yeah, well, we do know that the wagons, at least the wagons in this caravan, are filled full of a bunch of treasure, and we're trying to figure out why. And somehow the dragon cultists are in cahoots with the Thayans.
Well, that's a new piece of information. I hadn't expected the Thayans to get involved in this.
Yeah, who knows? They all have their own things. Maybe they plan on splitting the world up. Who knows?
Yep. Who knows? So, as you guys continue along, getting darker, getting ready for bed, now that you have some folks that are interested in you guys specifically, are you guys really keeping watch on them at night, or what are you guys doing after it gets dark? I mean, the caravan has its guards, but they're more
No,
looking
we're gonna have to keep
outward.
watch.
Yeah, we're keeping watch. The caravan has the guards, and I'm not only lurking externally, definitely internally also. So
Okay.
I do my tours also at night and stuff, but we make sure that someone's on the guards. And definitely, I think the party, we should start making our own breakfast and stuff, unless you want to start eating like I do.
Agreed.
But,
No, thank you.
But I don't think we need to be blinded / poisoned, whatever.
Yeah.
But because I think they've targeted us enough that I think they're very probably suspicious of us, but they haven't acted directly. That's just what my gut feeling is.
I agree.
Yeah. And I have
All
dark
right.
vision, so I can take like more watches at night.
All right. So, those of you who are keeping watch at night, roll me perception checks.
Do we want to all
Yeah.
do watch, or is it just some of us? Or
It's up to you
oh
guys.
dang, we're
Well, I think
Man.
we should we got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us. We should
You each
sort
took
of,
a
like,
2-hour
maybe have
watch,
some-
then everybody still gets a good night's rest.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm into it. And apparently, I do a shit job of it. Sorry.
Well, nothing may have happened.
None of
on
us
your
did
watch.
that great.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So,
Yeah.
Celeste,
Two
Celeste,
checks a
I
second.
apologize.
Celeste, while
Stealth and perception.
all right. So
Nice.
Celeste and Nightshade, while nothing seems to directly happen while you guys are on watch, you do notice Gemna is still kind of keeping an eye on the cult wagons and occasionally heading around there from time to time. The night is broken by a scream coming from one of the cultists, and it appears that a guard has been found dead.
Oh.
Who's
Is it one of
Gemma?
the cultist guards or like a general caravan guard?
One of the cultist guards, so not somebody you actually have had a chance to introduce yourself to yet. Very quickly, the caravan master comes over to check it out, and one of the kind of senior people or leaders in the cultist group begins saying that they found him murdered, and while many of us carry a small dagger for self-defense and or eating and other types of purposes, utility type of thing, the only people who really run around with swords are those folks, as he points to you guys. And you do realize that all of the caravan guards seem to have spears. And the cultists are wearing daggers, but not anything too large. And when they show you the wound, it is definitely larger than what you would expect from a dagger. So it definitely looks like some kind of sword was used to stab this man.
I look at my spear and shrug.
As suspicious tries to hide his short swords.
Yeah.
No one can see him anyway.
Is the wound a slashing wound or is it a stabbing wound?
It looks more like it was. Well, give me a medicine check.
Okay. And I'll give myself some.
Yep. All right.
So
So with a 16, you can definitely tell it was a stabby type thing, and it was not necessary.
Rapier.
Yeah. It looks a bit too wide and flat for a rapier, but it might have been.
What kind of weapon does Jamna have?
She only has a dagger.
Oh, okay. Well, where is it?
I was just gonna say, well, what cause would we have to kill this guard?
You're always asking questions and poking around over here where you don't belong. At this point, several of your friends from the caravan start speaking up about, they've saved your guys' hides more times than we can count. Why would they wait till now to kill one of you? They could have just left you for the Tarians.
Yeah, and the spiders, and the goblins, and the drow. Oh, yeah. Maybe you have a hidden sword or something, and I don't know why. Why would you be blaming us? Only thing we've done is actually rescue you. That sort of sounds a little off to me.
Also, our only people with short swords were asleep at the time that happened.
So how do we know one of you didn't borrow one of their swords and stab him?
Because, as we've already established, we've had a lot of opportunities to kill you, and we haven't. Or let you die.
How do we know that it wasn't one of you? You tend to keep to yourselves. You don't seem very friendly with anybody else in the caravan.
But why would we have a reason to kill one of our own?
I don't know. Maybe who would you pick?
Because he's expendable.
One of the
why would want to kill a guard and
one of the caravan folks says, "What's missing?"
Ooh.
And you suddenly notice several nervous looks back and forth between the cultists.
Yeah, I think we need to do a wagon search.
Why should you search our wagon? We're the aggrieved party. Why would we have anything?
Might give us food.
And you see the red wizard come over and kind of begin whispering to a few of the caravan folks for a few minutes.
Yeah, besides, I can see right there that I don't think I've ever heard good things about Thayans.
Oh shit.
So that's already makes it sort of suspicious. They're known to deal in necromancy, and I met someone that summoned people back from the dead would have no problem sticking a sword in a expendable guard and then blaming somebody else. But you make your own choices, your own decisions on it.
And after a few minutes, you see him walk back over to the guards and begin whispering in their ears. A few of them off to the side. And then after a few moments, he steps forward. Friends, I believe the truth of the matter is we have no proof who did anything. And going after these good folks who have helped our caravan multiple times would be in poor taste. Perhaps we should simply let it be and let the gods decide what the guilty party's punishment should be.
Yeah, they all get judged in the end.
You see a few of the cultists just kind of glare a little bit more at you guys for a few moments, and then kind of spit in Suspicious's direction and start walking away.
Besides, if one person's expendable, probably somebody else is also.
The rest of the caravan kind of looks at you guys. They kind of shrug and say, "Well, I think they're right. The gods will sort out whoever did it, and I think they're going to have whichever member of their group did so is probably going to have a much worse day than any of us have ever had."
Well, that's great. We already couldn't eat our food.
Yeah, it's exactly what I'm thinking. Don't use poison.
I think I want to step up to the red wizard.
Yeah, he'll look at you and kind of nod.
Thank you for your words to help calm the crowd. I want to
Of
assure you
course.
that our group didn't do this.
I don't believe that you did, but trying to tell someone whose friend, coworker, or other acquaintance has just died and they believe the guilty party is standing in front of them, I found it never goes well. It's
That's
usually easier to soften it slightly, and then once tempers no longer prevail, well, we can have a little bit more discussion about it.
We'd be open to calm discussions and happy
Besides,
to do.
did anybody figure out anything about the wound that might give us more clues other than it was just a sword?
We'd be happy to take a look if it won't disturb anybody in their group. We'd be happy to investigate.
I don't think they'll be too happy about it, but they can't necessarily say that, you working to clear your name and prove the real killer is too far-fetched for you to do. I will accompany you and assist in smoothing over any hard feelings. Shall we take a look at the area?
Yes. Let's do that. I would like to make sure we clear this up as soon as possible so we can find the guilty party.
All right. So give me a survival or perception check, please.
Damn. Yes. Finally.
All right. So Nefaria, and Nightshade, you are both and Celeste, you are both easily able to tell that there's quite a few tracks in the area. However, Nefaria, you're able to tell that these are all just the people who showed up after somebody yelled. Whoever's original tracks it were has been completely obliterated.
Now, are they obliterated? Like, have been covered, obliterated?
No, it's like there's been enough people milling around right here that there's no way to figure out which tracks would even be from the killer, much less having intact enough to be able to prove anything.
Okay, no, versus someone that's covered up tracks. Like, oh yeah, I can't follow the tracks anymore because they've been taking brush and bake this swish, 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 swish. Well, I'll just follow the swish, swish, swish mark.
Yeah, that's something that always confused me.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it works if it's snowing or raining hard enough because it'll fill in the swishes faster than it would fill in footsteps, but...
Yeah, or a wind and it's got powder. That works too, but...
Yeah. But in this case, no, it does not look like it's been purposely covered. It just looks like there's been so many people walking around right near here that you can't tell.
All right, so how tall is this person?
Human.
How human tall? And I'll look at the stab wound and look to see where the stab wound is.
Looks to be about mid-back.
And the person who got stabbed is like also human height.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, that's what I'm looking at is the person that got stabbed in the middle of the back.
So, if anybody else wants to roll medicine checks to see if you can determine anything else from the body, you're free to do so.
Damn it.
Not Nefaria. You got your one good roll for the night, Nefaria.
That's it. That's it. I'm done. It's all ones from here.
All right. Well, nobody's able
to. A wider blade could be a rapier, could be a shorter sword.
Yep.
Or a broad-bladed dagger.
Now, Nightshade, one thing you are able to tell is they were rolled under the wagon. So, like, something rolled them under the wagon rather than them being under the wagon and something jumping on them and stabbing them in the middle of the night.
I don't understand what you mean rolled under the wagon.
So...
Like someone rolled them.
Yeah, like, they were standing guard and got stabbed, died, and then somebody rolled or placed... They didn't pick them up and set them under the wagon, but they kind of just rolled the body over a few times so it wound up under the wagon.
Well, I'll point it out. It's like, okay, well, somebody stabbed them, and I could probably find them. If they got a stab wound, there'd be like a couple blood spots where they rolled over there, and they rolled it a couple times under the wagon.
Yeah.
So maybe it took a little longer to find.
Yep. But other than that, you really can't make out what it was.
And there's no weapon laying around that we can see that someone dropped.
Nope. Joss will tell you that once we get to Waterdeep and I can prepare some stuff, I may be able to find out more from the body, but for now, he casts a spell and kind of nods to you. I'm not sure we've got any other leads to go on.
I think we can... We'll continue investigating and
Yeah.
hopefully we can continue to keep things calm and...
Nefaria, you recognize the spell that he cast as Gentle Repose. So he basically is preserving the body for now.
Well, that makes sense because otherwise it'll stay.
Yup.
Um,
And maybe
Yeah.
he can cast Speak with Dead.
That's the ritual he's planning to do, along with
Okay.
resurrecting the body to have a servant in Waterdeep.
oh, that's nice.
So I guess Expendable's not really expendable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fans just see more opportunity in certain states of life.
That's a nice way to put it. Yeah.
Eternal service.
Extendable.
Exactly. So those of you that are fairly new, you wouldn't know this, but those of you that have played for a while know that Daeans tend to abuse their lower class folks. That, if they've got debts they can't pay, they basically sell their body after they die.
Ew.
So they'll sell their body, and once they're dead, somebody can use their body to raise undead servants.
Wow.
Fairly common practice for Thanes.
Well, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
There's a reason why nobody likes Zastam and the Thanes.
Yeah.
The more you find out about them, the less you like about them.
Yeah, but there was a good series of books written about that where it was the party, everyone was evil dealing with that. I don't know if you ever read them. It's Forgotten Realms books. They're pretty good to read, though.
Yeah, I have not read those.
Yeah, but everyone in the party and everything else, is all the heroes and stuff, are actually undead, end up being undead. It was an interesting take.
Yep. Sounds about like something that would happen in Thay. So, with that, you guys continue about your day, though it is a bit of a damper mood. However, you only have a couple days till you reach Waterdeep and have some time to figure out what you're going to do next. So, with that, I think we will go